What's going on, everybody? Today I made $2,150 trading Tesla calls within 2 minutes. Okay, so I took two different trades. Both of them I wasn't in any longer than a minute, I believe. We'll pull up the fills here in a second. And I'm going to show you exactly what I did, what I was looking at on the smaller time frame charts. I typically don't scalp anymore, but I still like to do it every here and there when I see a good opportunity. And it's usually right at the open or closer to the close, all right? So we're also going to look at the S&P. So today we could see that the S&P sold off a bit, right? Sold off a bit. And what I'm looking for over the next, couple days here or this week is if we can hold above this moving average right here, the 20 EMA. Okay, so this is the S&P 500 index. This is the futures contract we're looking at. This is what I look at every morning to see, the overall market condition. All right, so is the market selling off? What happened overnight? And stuff like that, because the market as a whole will, a lot of stocks follow the market. So just easier to just take a look at the market, know what's going on, because you don't want to fight the trend. If the market's selling off, it's going to be a little harder to buy some stocks with the market, selling off a bunch. And if the market's rallying, great, go with that momentum. Stocks are usually following the market there. But today was a little different. Obviously, Tesla is a little different, kind of does its own thing, but you still want to keep the market in the background and kind of, see what's going on with the market as a whole, all right? So what I'm looking for is if we can hold this 20 EMA. So today we sold off. This happened again December 21st, and look, same thing happened today. We actually traded below the 20 and then closed above. So that was a good sign. We're going to see if tomorrow or during the overnight session, if we can hold that level, which is around 36.86, okay, on the S&P futures. So if we could hold above there all week, that is very good information. That's bullish. So this is going to be a key level for the week. If we trade under 36.86 again, I do think we'll possibly get a test of 36.07, which would be the next moving average that I'm looking at on the higher time frame charts, which is the 50 EMA. And if we do get a puke or a flush down to there, that would be a good time, in my opinion, to buy some stocks if, it doesn't rapidly decline like it did in early 2020, right? Like that. That's what we don't want to happen, right? But so far, so good. Markets closed above the 20, which is a good sign for us. Now let's take a look at Tesla and see what I did. So Tesla has just been on a tear. Obviously, stock has just been doing its own thing, going nuts. It ended the day up another 3.5%. But what I was looking at was very short time frame. Okay, so there was also good news. Keep that in mind. There was good news that came out. Tesla, they hit their target of, 500,000 vehicles delivered in 2020. So there was good news. It was already trading higher pre-market, right? We had these pre-market highs right here at 724. And keep in mind, I don't really look at the moving averages on the shorter time frame. These are mostly for the larger time frame stuff, okay? So if we take a look here, I was getting in and out based off price action alone, okay? So pre-market highs, they're up here around 729.50, okay? So keep that level in mind. And then if we go down on a 1 minute chart, I'll show you my first entry on Tesla, okay? So Tesla, first 1 minute candle was red. First 1 minute candle dropped. Now I'm looking, all right, if we could break new highs on the day, I am going to buy some calls. And I'm trading for my scalping stuff. I'm trading the weekly contracts because I'm not holding them overnight. Weekly contracts, if you hold them overnight, they have a very high theta, which means that you're going to lose a lot of that contract just by holding it overnight, because time kills your contract. So if you don't get a good move in your favor, then those weeklies, a lot of them, most of the weekly contracts expire worthless. But My strategy for scalping is just trade the at the monies, calls or puts. If I think something's going up, trade the calls. If I think it's going down, trade the puts. But in this case, we're obviously trading the calls because we're trading Tesla. Just kidding. But in this case, I was looking for that high of the day to be broken. So if I zoom in even more, we can see that the first 1 minute at 9:30, made highs at 7:21, came down a bit. So I was watching the 1 minute chart to see if we could get back above 7:21. Okay, and we did on the next candle, and I got in around 9:31. So here's my first fill. Put that right here. My first fill was at 9:31 a.m. and I bought 10 of those 720 calls. They were about $22 each. So I risked about, was putting 20,000 on the trade. Doesn't mean I'm risking the full 20,000, because if it goes against me quickly, I'm out, right? So this one quickly went with me, and 3 minutes later, I sold it out. What time was that? 9:34, right around here on this big green candle, okay? So I like just getting in and out quickly on these scalps. If I get a nice pop like that in my favor, then I'm just gonna get out, because those contracts, those 720 calls, went from, price went from 720 to about 730 in a couple minutes. So I was like, all right, time to get out here. Let's see if we could get another entry. And then we set up a little flag pattern here on the 1 minute chart. Okay, and we were holding above this 5 EMA, but again, like I said, I don't really look at the moving averages on the shorter time frame stuff. Mostly just looking at price action. And let's see, my next trade, I bet you it was right around here when this big green candle came out and we were breaking new highs of the day. So keep in mind, new high of the day was made around 7:30, 83, and then we started trading sideways a bit, flag pattern, and then you would wait for a little break of the new high of the day, and keep the momentum going. Go with the momentum. So I bet you my second trade was around there. Around 9:40-ish. Where'd it go? Here it is. All right. Then I traded the 7:30 calls because Tesla went up a bit. The at the monies were around 7:30. Let me just move that here. So my second trade at 9:40, I told you, 9:40 right here. That's when I was anticipating the break of the new high of the day. Got in. Those cost me about $21, and I got out about $22.25, right? Literally in the same minute. So I made $1,000 in a minute right there. So that was pretty awesome. Obviously could have held, should have held, but this candle started to show a little bit of weakness coming down right here, and obviously it ended up continuing back to the upside. When you're looking at the 1 minute chart, really things are fluctuating really quickly, so you kind of just got to keep cool, know what you're doing, and if you got to get out, just get out. That's the easiest thing I could tell you to do. If you're not, if it's hard to hold it, just get out. If you're already at a good profit, just get out. So that's what my plan was. I was already up on the day, so I was not trying to, see Tesla pull back a bit and then give back those gains. So I just clocked out 2,000 for the day, and I was done 10 minutes into the market open. So, and both of these contracts went up to like $30 at some point when Tesla was at like 742. But look, if you held them, so those are my trades, 2,150 on the day, and if you held them for the rest of the day, you probably would have lost money on them. But yeah, that was pretty much the scalp of the day on Tesla. That's the only thing I did, and that was it. $2,150 on the day, trading options on Tesla. 10 minutes. Took 10 minutes to make $2,000. All right, and this is stuff I teach in my course, so you could click the link down below and get that. There's a good deal going on. If you want to get into the Discord, kind of learn more of this strategy and how I do this, plus swing trades and long-term investments, stuff like that, And you could also chat with me and all the other members in the course all day long. There's people in there all day long. But there's a good deal going on still for the next couple days. So get that. But yeah, just wanted to break this trade down. I hope you guys learned a little bit. Gave you some tips about, trade management and my strategy. And this was just a quick one. Nice and easy. That's a good first trading day of the year for me. Very satisfied with that. But yeah, a lot more to come this year. It's already been great. See you guys later. Subscribe if you haven't, because there's going to be more content like this coming. All right? Peace.